Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. Today's a good day. We get to harvest our sweet potatoes. Temperature is supposed to be down in the 30s here day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow. And the garden's still producing. I think we're October 8th or 9th. Got my late cabbage, broccoli stuff going on here. Got turnips pretty damn high in the old tater bed. I just don't know what happened to my second planting of beets. They just failed to pop. Don't know why. There's a couple in there. So got some squash we got to harvest. We got to do better on our Hubbard. I need to fix that problem. So basically we're in the mode of collect squash up today, get them staged up in the house, keep them from freezing. I've got all my squash that I want marked. Sorry about the bouncy camera, but I'm just holding it. I've got them all marked out here and up there behind me, which ones I'm going to be taking in the garage and doing seed up in. Doing seed, collecting the seeds. I'm gonna cut my pepper plants pretty much flush with the ground, maybe leave about an inch sticking up, and hoe up some dirt around the roots and let them winter over and let them come back next year. We pulled our carrots. Those did good. We've left several carrots for seed. Like this guy here, he's a big daddy. That guy there, he's a big daddy. Here's one here. Well, I'll be hoeing up dirt on that and let it come back next year for seed. Basically retiring in place and let them come back as seed. Carabe. This is just a good vegetable. Peppers are still coming on. Green peppers. Don't expect too many more. I'm going to let these cabbages go to seed. I'll shove a piece of bamboo in the ground, just kind of label it. There. One disadvantage of having oak trees right over top of your garden. God, I gotta figure out a way to get some limbs off of that thing. I'll do it. And all these little leafy guys are turnips. I'm gonna let the turnips grow and let them rot in the ground and add as fertilizer for next year. Not sure what's going on down here. It's a squash plant that's trying to survive. Everything's dying off. All kinds of squash hanging in little fabric, landscaping fabric. We call them diapers. Lots and lots of them. Pumpkin, squash, butternut. I've got to get a diaper on one of those guys back there. Maybe not. We're picking them anyway. The eggplant. Still trying to come on. Yeah, all this green here is turnips. I'm not against that. Got a lot of basil to harvest. Man, it chilled off and that basil just popped. For all I know, I may just leave most of this and let it go to seed. There's no harm in letting basil be a pop-up weed in your garden. Hello, guys. Here's our sweet potatoes. Got to dig those out. Some patty pan, I believe. Yeah. Little patty pan left. More basil. Hot peppers. Doing good. Although she's got the vast majority of them in, there's still more coming on. Hot yellow banana, and then I think these are jalapeno. And this was like a late set of green peppers that I threw in. They won't do anything. I may mark them and leave them for next year. What do you think, Bookie? What do you think? Then we got our grape. Grapevine. So let's get past all this. It's been 6 minutes. Let's get to digging. Hang tight. I'll go get the wife and we'll start rooting around and see what we can find for sweet potatoes. So before we dig, we're going to go through here on the sweet potato vines and snip off sections that look like they already have root. Miss Brits and I had to remember what the hell we've learned so far about sweet potato vines. And now what's going on here is we'll just try to overwinter these and create a situation where these are rooting up real good, and then get them into a pot full of dirt, and then come into February, maybe mid-March, we'll start separating them out of one pot into individual pots, and then preparing to set them out in like April or May. Timing on that might lag a little bit. We may not even decide to touch these until maybe April. Take them out of their big pot. So right now we're snipping, finding ones with root, drop them in water, then we'll get them in dirt here in a week or two, then we'll overwinter them, and then probably, what do you think, Britt, April, we get them out of the one big pot into individual pots, and then late April, maybe early May, get them set out in the garden.
That's what I'm thinking. If we can manage to keep them alive.
Let me go through and do a sample here. We'll lift up something and find a root.
And let me try not to have a shaky, wobbly video.
We're looking for a root. A root.
And if you don't see any, they will root. We know that.
Feel free to poke around and see if you can find one too, Brett.
Wait, hold up. Lift that again.
Oh.
Right there.
Yep, there's one. Show 'em.
There's a couple, I think. Yeah. You've got a couple of good candidates.
Right, where at?
There's one here, but it's rooted down in here,
I can
too.
snip it, right?
So, I think so, yeah.
And, oh yeah. So I can snip off.
No, I think that I would, because you have roots starting here, I think I might.
Oh, it's
right
two
there.
separate plants.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I mean, at least. You gotta decide how many.
How many?
Yeah, because each of those leaves might root as well.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't go overboard.
Here's a good candidate. And that has two. At least. 3. Does it have 3? Yep. I think. That'll root.
Well, shine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to snip it there for one plant. And then I'll Oh, there's the root right there, so I'll snip it right there. Well, I'm thinking that might be enough because this plant will grow.
And then
And we put it in dirt, and then
we should be able
to dink around with making more plants.
That's what I'm thinking, especially with the limited light that we have inside.
Let's see, we've got one, two, three. Do you think this one can make two?
I think it will eventually. I'd leave it as
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. How about 8 is enough?
Okay. Let's try and find one down here since we've
What's
got
going
one
on? What's really going on here is we are trying to procure sweet potato plants that are acclimated to our climate. So these guys survived a summer here. They learned stuff. They're going to carry that information into next year. That's what plants do. Kind of like with seeds. I got a root. So,
oh, goodness. My goodness gracious, look at that.
I'm cutting it off right here. Let's see what we can do.
I think
So what do we...
multiple.
Okay, so if I cut right...
I think here.
You think there?
I think there.
All right.
Get rid of
Oh, wow.
this leaf.
So you can, now everybody out there, what you can do if you want to make a root, you want to cut close to the node at an angle. And right in that little vertex in there, I think there's a root, sweetie.
There might be.
Do you see it? Or is that me?
I think it's a...
That's green.
No, it's...
Okay. But what we do know is we've got roots right in here.
Yeah.
Is that a root starting right there?
Probably yes. My guess is yes.
Get rid of this. I mean...
Get rid of it,
Just toss it. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll separate this guy out right here, if you think that's okay.
You're asking the one without the green thumb. That's why I'm usually the harvester.
Okay. So, that's got to be enough plants. Go ahead and we shall pause for a second. BRB. Okay, so we have a case of the puppies in the background, but let's get to digging some taters. See what we come up with.
Alrighty.
Fish out some vines. What is that? That's a weed.
The ground's not quite as wet as it was, so.
What I want to do is find out where we actually have to dig. All right, so we're back here.
Yeah, I kind of wish they had. I'd have to rethink how we handle next year's planting.
What
I'm hoping they spread this way, you know?
Look at this, hon. We did stagger them. There's some out here.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that we might have. Well, I had the onions. We had the yellow squash in there too. So
We need to get the clippers. Do we need the clippers for real though?
I mean, probably it might not be a bad idea.
All right, so we just got to know where to dig when we run across one that's out here. Here we go. I'll just leave a marker. It's hard to tell. Pull them.
Pull them?
Might as well.
You want me to start pulling while you dig?
No. No.
Hey, sweet baby. Is it in one? It's a so cute one.
Yeah.
And by the way, nubbins count.
You see any nubbins on this?
I do not.
We'll toss them and check them later.
Yep. Nubbins count.
Let's see. They add up.
Yes, they do. I made carrot cake pancakes the other day out of carrot nubbins.
There's a nubbin.
Everybody has their fingers crossed, right?
I do.
What you saying? Although nubbins count, we do want something other than nubbins. And more than nubbins.
What if these things burrowed so deep we can't get to them?
Don't say that.
There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a pretty plant.
God, it's beautiful dirt.
Just plant them and replant them as ground cover. And
But look at that dirt.
Ooh.
My goodness.
Maybe we can plug some of them into the flower beds.
The sweet potatoes?
Yeah. I mean, they're a pretty plant
Well, we've.
if they have root.
Well, my God, they would be wonderful in that front flower bed.
I thought I saw them. Well, guess what? Nope, I saw it.
Sweet tatey.
Woohoo!
Sweet tatey.
Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, that's pretty. Look how pretty.
That was deep, honey. That's scary deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's scary deep. Let me test something out. I don't think we had sweet potatoes beyond this point here.
I don't think we did either because we planted.
I hope my stinking thing doesn't break. My handle.
Chickens in there. They're excavators.
Yeah. So this bed only has sweet potatoes along the fence, but we did put some outboard every so often. So I have no clue what I'm doing and where I'm digging. I'm just hoping. There's sweet potato. God, such beautiful dirt.
It's really pretty dirt. Ha-ha!
Sweet tatey. Sweet tatey.
Oh, those are. Look how nice! And we didn't get the ant action that we had last year.
Oh my goodness.
Remember last year with the ants?
Yeah. Wow, that's such good looking dirt. My God.
Sweet titty over there. See it?
Another one.
There's one.
Yep.
Little, I think it's little though. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I haven't.
But it's got roots going down too.
It does.
Sweet Daddy. Sweet Daddy. Oh, there's another one. Alright, so we're going to pause it and make some progress, and then we'll show you our harvest for a few sweet potatoes. Hang tight. We'll BRB. This has been pretty nice. Had to put my microphone on. We're doing pretty darn good. Let's get that, Miss Brits. Big old round ones.
I like them.
Here's an oven. We can make useful of that. There you go. Grab those. Let's see what we got over here.
You go ahead and I'll bring.
No, that's all right. I still got another digging or two to do. You can drop them off. Sewing the roots back in. See if something happens. Looking pretty good. Elf hand for scale.
Elf hand.
Ain't that the weirdest sweet potato ever? It has a butt.
We don't know why it has a butt, but it has a butt. It may identify as a
Let's
pumpkin.
see what else we can... Yeah, really.
We don't know.
They crossed with acorn squash.
We don't know.
All right, take the camera and let me finish digging.
The whole theme of the garden is here. And pretty much everything else is, we don't know.
I don't know if there's anything else in here.
Worth checking.
God dang, that's good looking dirt for West Virginia. There's a nubbin.
I think there's another over here too.
There's something over here. In the onions.
That was rude.
Where'd you see? Oh, there's a nubbin.
That's mostly rude. Oh, hello. We have a discussion going on over whether when he
Oh my God.
goes to sort out the, re-put the dirt. If he's gonna find more. I've been trying to keep. Sorry for the wobbly breaking off roots. I've been trying to keep an eye out for strays when he puts a shovel load over. But odds are I missed something.
I think that's all. And we're going to leave this onion patch. Let it go. I'm pretty darn sure nobody else is home. Yep. I think we got them all. Alright guys, let's take a look at our harvest. 5-gallon bucket full. You want to pour them out?
No.
No.
You can.
No. Well,
You can.
yeah. Here. Take this camera. I'm just going to dump them right here in a clean area.
Okay.
It's easier to re-get.
There we go.
Nice looking sweet tatorators.
And really, we only had,
We had like 15 plants.
yeah, maybe 15 plants.
Not too shabby.
No.
some smalls and bigs. Miss Brits will know what to do with that.
Well,
That's
even
good.
the medium-sized ones are a nice size. I mean, the small ones I will have things to do with.
Another thing that's really interesting is we don't have any pinholes on these where ants have been getting into them.
Yeah, I'm very happy about
They're
that. That was my big concern.
So the purpose of saving our plant back is to get us through the winter, let it root, and then come spring we'll use these plants as starts for the garden for next year, because these plants have acclimated to the environment. All right, guys,
I wish I could have introduced you to our friend, the earthworm. They were beautiful this year.
Yeah, night crawlers. Like how long, honey?
That long?
And almost as big as my.
Bright green stripe in them somehow or
I
other.
didn't plant no night crawlers with a bright green strip. I planted 2 dozen per bay on the fall of 2022.
These were real dark night crawlers.
I may break my rule and turn all the beds because I want to get some dairy cattle manure in this.
You might have to watch out because we still got.
I don't want to
and stuff.
Yeah, never mind.
I think that might be a next fall.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day. We shall see you. Bye.